Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and pop culture PhDs. Welcome back for another one of those late night after hours, although displaced for the summer edition of Rec Room. Coming at you from Studio E on Hyperstream 2.1. I hope your week is going well. We are coming at you at Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unless it's Eastern Daylight Time, but I don't really care. I don't get into such details. So, anyway, if you're not familiar with the Rec Room, whether you are a creator, spectator, or somewhere in between, this is your virtual lounge for pop culture randomness, a double dose of gaming, and sometimes a little bit, sometimes a great amount, hence why I say a variable amount of dry humor. So currently we are specializing in strategy, stealth, sandboxes, shenanigans, but I think tonight, even though we got some stealth and shenanigans going on, this game kind of still falls a little bit more into the shooter category. So we've been working on Project Snowblind on the original Xbox. The game is so wonky and not necessarily high on the popularity list that it did not even get a backwards compatibility patch. So we go back to the OG Xbox for this one. But we'll get to that more in a sec. So I guess I'll start out with first things first here. Got to say thanks to Maven for swinging by and dropping a can from some gold pills on us. Much appreciated and good to see you. Hope you are doing well. And then as far as the rundown, everything's been pretty steady. I may sound like a broken record, but I do really appreciate when everybody hangs out. It doesn't matter to me whether you're live or lurking. Also, even if you're watching the replay, that stuff all matters. As long as people enjoying the content, you're gonna keep doing this and keep moving onward and upward. I don't think we've had much for any numbers changes, review changes. Everything's been pretty steady. Odysee is always the back and forth of trying to get into the trending section, just because there's a lot of content coming and going, and a lot of people have more credits to leverage over there. But at the same time, hey, you can seize every opportunity once available. Twitch, great. We have a lot of people coming and going. We get intermixed comments on occasion. And YouTube's been kind of steady. We're finally starting to see maybe a couple views on a regular basis, which, for as much as I've barked about YouTube, it's good grief. It takes forever to get a breakthrough in the algorithm there. And then Pill's been pretty steady, so I think I mentioned last night we got somebody new. Welcome to the crazy crew on that side. And then I don't have too much for Under the Hood today. It's been really tough trying to get some traction. I am working on 3D model content for book cover, and I love working in the 3D medium, but the challenge is I'm a perfectionist, and when you are a perfectionist, it takes more time than it should. And now that I'm working on something that is more time dependent, that's going to create a problem in the sense of me needing to get it done and not having the time to do the perfection stuff. So we'll see where that goes. It's going to be an interesting challenge, but I've got, I kind of had my deadline for mid-July, which we just passed, to try to have everything done. But the two major hurdles are getting the cover done and then getting content from the proofreader, getting that back, get all those changes applied, which I'm hoping those changes should be pretty light unless I hear something drastically otherwise. But I mean, we're going to finally get good phase here, but it's a lot of work to get this across the finish line without being familiar with the process, without really having any kind of publication team to tell you all the ins and outs of what you got to do and what you shouldn't do. So it's quite the independent ordeal, and in trying to apply discipline for anybody can vary given the day, given the project. And I'm somebody who's not necessarily a workaholic. I'm very driven by the vision I want for something, but at the same time, dealing with energy levels makes it easy to get distracted by other things. So I'm doing my best, and it's still a challenge. I've put in 20 years into a project for free. It's reaching the point of so there goes my thesaurus brain again. Time and point aren't the same word, but they get used in that context sometimes. So it's reaching the point where I got to get it across the finish line so we can move on to the next phase, and it's something made for public consumption, and it's finally time to get across that threshold. So I guess that's kind of the update, and I know I talk about it on a daily basis, but I know those of you who might be watching this, you might discover this channel years down the road and be like, oh man, it's kind of like George Lucas giving a play-by-play update on a daily basis if you were working on Star Wars. I mean, see, some of you out there who are, avid consumers of fandom-based content, would love to be checking in stuff every day, and this is kind of my only outlet to do that. It's just that nobody knows who I am yet, and nobody knows the project, and nobody knows how whether or not to like the project. So I've been kind of doing this to get in a habit and get in a routine, because I know there will be people who want to know updates on a regular basis, and I enjoy kind of sharing the process, because there's also people out there who are on the fence, may not have a lot of confidence about doing a creative endeavor of their own. Maybe it's a comic book, maybe it's an illustration, maybe some piece of music. Take your pick of any kind of medium. It takes work, it takes energy, and it takes, confidence to do all that. So, I mean, if by me sharing any of the steps sheds any light on how to do it, and to share the fact that you can do it, now it's not going to be easy. You're not going to always get support from people you know. It's not always going to pay well until you just do the work yourself. You got to pay it forward, get it done. But I'm speaking from the optimism that I hope on the tail end of it's going to be worth it, because it has opened up other avenues to do other things. But it's just not yet at a stage where it's, monetary viable to be dependent on outside of, another source of income like a job or something. So that's what I'm trying to rectify this year. I'm hoping we can finally get it across that phase, but still a few more weeks worth of knuckling down and see where that goes. So pop culture wise, I got nothing other than the games I rattled off last night, the ones kind of keeping an eye on. There has been nothing to speak of. So I guess I might as well not even bother. Again, AI is not even making waves enough for me to rant about it. So I guess we'll just get on to the show. So we are on episode 5, which I called Electric Frost. I mean, I guess I think I grew a little impatient last week, because I'm kind of hoping for an early end to this game so I can get on to like Metal Slug or something. Because there are some things I absolutely miss about this game, but it has not aged well, because the developer didn't have a comparable budget to, say, maybe other AAA developers of the era. Some of their games have aged well. Take Mercenaries 1, for example. I mean, that game still plays pretty well for being a game of the same age. This game's challenges probably are more so just some of the clunkiness, the UI, lack of, well, I mean, most games in the era didn't have good button change capacity, but just kind of some of the repetitive things and lack of variety in some cases. But I mean, the abilities are great, the sound effects are great, and I'd love to revisit the multiplayer at some point, but that'll be for Last Land Standing if we do. So unfortunately, it's just kind of hit or miss. Some things are great, but I mean, some of the single player content is just kind of taxing. It's not epic Halo 1 levels of, even without in-game cutscenes, as much as it's just, or actually it would be in-game cutscenes, excuse me, not, I'm confusing my in-game cutscenes versus pre-rendered cinematics. It's just like, it doesn't convey the same sense of scale and drama of why do I care about this fight. It's like, hey, you're a beefed up scientific super soldier and you're going to kill a bunch of generic faceless dudes, and there's no unknown about it. It's just like, oh, there's a plot, oh, we're going to go stop the plot, and that's about it. And then we just deal with some first person shooter stuff along the way. So I'm kind of hoping we're close. Maybe tonight will be done, I don't know. But I would like to be, but I'm gonna, hey, what's the expression, give it the old college try. We're gonna make sure we at least get through a single playthrough, and then go from there, because I don't necessarily envision doing a higher end difficulty run anytime soon. I would still dig this game back out after a while just to revisit it, but without being an achievement hunter anymore, and without the game having achievements, and without there being anything fancy and worthwhile to unlock, it's mostly just for the sake of, okay, we'll do a playthrough here and there. So here we go. We got to use our electric ability that we unlocked, and we got to take out a surplus of dudes, and here we go. And I did discover last week that we ran into this issue of the clock getting reset on the console, and it looks like it did start resorting these correctly. Now, I had a potential power outage last night. I unplugged a couple things, so probably back to square one. But at least as of right now, as of tonight, this one looks good. And we'll pick up there. We should be exiting the base and heading out to take on some SAMs. And for those of you who are not military inclined, that would be surface-to-air missiles.
Our forces cannot land with those SAM sites active. Disable them now.
Yes, sir, Sergeant Major, sir. I feel like my audio's kind of low. Might be just me. know I'm going to be fighting with it if I don't set it about where I normally do. Okay, so let me make sure we got this silly electric storm thing active. Now, surprisingly, there is something wrong with this thing. That if I just fire this off... Nope, not that. How did I fire that off? Oh, Y button. It kind of throws it out, and I get damaged in the process, so I gotta figure out how to launch this thing. Alright, so if I fire this... See, why am I getting hit? Like, why is it fire such a burst cloud? This is stupid. That's why it's getting frustrated. Like, why on earth would you fire something that's going to force me to get harmed in the process? Like, what a bunch of dodos.
Lieutenant, our forces cannot land with those SAM sites active.
Alright, so let me get this situated. We'll try this one more time with that active. I may be using the riot walls or something to contend with this situation.
Now!
There's the box. What's this? Like that. I mean, because part of me just wants to do the shootout thing, but they're still doing a fair amount of damage, and there's a high number of them. Not to mention, why should I keep wasting so much energy on these clowns? Would you guys not get in the way? Grenades are kind of useless in this game, as I'm reminded that, you know, even the frags don't detonate on impact, or you can manually detonate the fuse on them. I guess I don't know if fuse is the right word for grenade, but hopefully you know what I'm saying. Picking up what I'm putting down. Reload on ammo. Okay, so they're not going to give me the assault rifle. So I have to switch to something else here. Oh, I guess it's that. Yep, that's what they're using. And I'm almost out of health already, so... Oh! Those are not friendlies. Oh my goodness. Now I gotta find health. There's gotta be... Hopefully there's still one around here somewhere. I'm gonna not have to use that one off the start. I don't want you yelling at me, Chong, whatever your name is. You're like, what are you doing up here? No health. Loading box. Alright, so if I'm not using this electrical thing, I might as well be using the ballistic shielding. Yeah, I could go check in there. Oh, there's another box, so at least check that. Probably ammo. They get the drop on me, I lose. Oh, there's a box. There we go. Make the tweeting stop. I mean, so... Even though I'm, like, kind of griping about the game a little bit, like, even some of these weapons are pretty smooth and pretty fun, but there's just some other stuff you gotta suffer through to make it for the sake of the game. Okay, I'm in here. Alright. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll leave that for now. Oh, might need that.
Nathan, Charlie Company's pinned down and they're requesting reinforcements. Do what you do, sir. Kidney out.
Kidney out. Might as well pull a kidney out. friendly. Okay, so objective marker. Hey, right here. Here's my objective. But there's nothing here. That way. You're making us backtrack. There, have a grenade. Have a grenade. Oh, that's a lot of stuff.
Excellent, Nate. But there's still one SAM site preventing our landing. Disable it and watch for enemy activity along the way. Pin me out.
Over there, huh? It's gonna hurt. Give me some ammo. Use the big gun. Gotta go! A lot of frags, too. Alright, do I go back for the health pack or do I gamble? We'll gamble. Still got the energy. Oh, got a small health pack anyway. What's this? KSSO. Oh, no, we have a problem there. Don't die, Mr. Bionic Man.
Can't be state of the art forever!
What a clown. Let's see this. Oh, you died, old man. What are you doing? You want to give him a dramatic finish? That's all they could do? We'll take that. Wow. I'm gonna be angry.
I think the boys are expecting you to say something.
Yeah, he died. The end. Let's go.
I guess this is supposed to be my big speech where I say something heart-stirring and get you all wound up for the fight. Thing is, I don't know how to do that. I'm just a grunt. What I do know is this. If we fail today, we fail not only ourselves, we fail the world. That's no exaggeration. We save the world here, now, today, or die trying. And while I know it's
That's an
easy for me
awkward
to
cut.
stand up here and talk tough when I got 10 pounds of bio-enhancements, I came here a man. And gentlemen, I'm gonna leave like one. Let's bring that tower down.
Yeah, die like
the
one.
man, people! Let's own it!
Listen, I'm sorry I didn't.
No, it was a boneheaded plan and you were right to call me out on it. But I need you on this one. For real. 200%.
200, huh? You want me to clone myself? This is so weird to insert him. Like, hey, I'm gonna run in charge, and like, hey, nothing. Like, hey, and then he dies off screen, and then we cut to him. Like, it's just a little bit on the wonky side. Okay, so looks like I was going to the oldest, so 6 is the oldest. Get these resorted, I guess. Night mission. The spider. Those are like the vehicles in Mystery Men. The Herkimer battle cruiser. Don't worry, guys. This thing's got nothing on a rocket launcher. Or a nuke. I don't even know what's going to happen here. I don't remember any of this. I'm just speculating. Oh no. They got not named not faceless guy. Well, at least he survived.
Nathan, we're on the steps of the spire, but there's a magnetic shield blocking our way. We'll have to find the shield generator and open this puppy up. But first, take out those mortars. Hit me out.
Oh, mortars, yeah. Send all the guy with the expensive hardware to get the mortars. That's the way it always goes, right?
They're in the base.
Yes, we are in the base. Oh boy. Okay, this to me looks like a good spot to snipe, but I've only got a few rounds here. Good night. Same to you. And you. And you. And definitely you. Who wants the last round? Last round's on me. Oh, and nobody got around. Okay. Decided to dodge. Still only 12 bullets. Guess we're back to this thing. And we got one frag. Who wants the one frag? Yeah. Those guys. Yeah, that's not helpful. Alright, so they've got the high ground. How are we gonna do this? That looks like we can aim. Where am I supposed to go here? Up. Oh, there's a ladder. If they said there was a ladder, I was not listening. Shielding, please. Okay, they keep running out. That's not a good indication. Alright, let's get another grenade of some kind here. There, I have a gas grenade. Oh, fantastic. Here, you can have one. Okay, now what? There's save spots, but how am I supposed to get over there and do anything? That's clunky. Ah, they opened the door. Usually you would think a dead man switch might lock the door, not leave it open. Oh, hi. You guys got... Whoa, you guys are running around like a bunch of idiots. I have another one. This. Oh, don't tell me I could have come in from the outside. Alright, gonna have to use the nerf herder. Okay. Let's It's the stealth option, huh? What's happening, dudes? Okay, look.
Thanks for getting us out of here, sir. We ain't gonna let you down.
I ain't here for you. I'm here for the goodies. There, disable mortars. Who's shooting me? Why are you shooting me through the floor? You guys up. I gotta keep you guys busy. Where are we going? So if we're going that way, the save points are this way. I'm going towards save points. Oh look, we're gonna fight Darth Maul after we get through all the electrical barriers. Gotta go! I know this. Switch to my other preferred weapon for dealing with said heavy machinery. Like that. More. Oh, there you go. You guys are getting annoying. Yes, generators. Alright, still got 3 rounds. Isn't dead yet. Now it's dead. As much as we can on this one. Okay, he's not dead. Okay, let's try this. Boom, boom, boom. Gotcha. Alright, back to a useful gun. Yeah, I'll take that. Ooh, look at all these goodies. We'll take that. We'll take that. Maybe. Yep, we'll take more of that. And that. And not that, apparently. Oh, had to be a health in there somewhere. Alright. Okay. Alright, now do you guys want me to take care of your generators? I can pencil you in now. I mean, I'm not busy eating lunch. Okay, we'll take all that stuff. Hey! Down in front. Generators. Oh, yes, military bots. That's what I was waiting on. Another big one. Gotta go. About a riot shield, maybe. Oh, there's another one. That's fantastic. Did I pick up rockets by chance? Negative. We did pick up mines, though. Oh, there is a lot of crap in there. Oh, those worked out pretty effectively, then. Now that I'm out of them. Okay. Now how am I going to deal with the one out here? Up close and personal. Did the other one chase me? Seriously? Uh-oh. Gotta go. Got one down. Still got another on my left. Ah, I bet you can't turn on a dime. you're done. Yes, that would be the air conditioner. Come on. Can't you see I'm in the middle of a firefight here? That's not super effective. Yeah, generator. Yeah, take out the giant chicken walkers to get to the generator. Right, well. Still at least another one. Alright, we'll deal with that in a sec. Could stealth my way in there. Ooh, that might be a bit more effective on that thing. But first, the vehicle. The Hydra. I'm gonna get in and then jump out just so I can say bail Hydra. Yes, I'm an idiot. My sense of humor is very dry. Hence why it's a disclaimer at the top of the show. This thing is terrible. Stay in it until I have to get out. Yeah, 2 hits is good. Alright.
Nice. You found a generator. Listen, mate. There are 4 nodes you need to destroy. All 4. Got it? Hit me out.
Alright, can I also... Am I like gonna awesome power this thing or what? Alright, I'm getting out. Now. Well, I ain't wasting rails on nodes. This one. 1. 2. Am I okay to stand next to this if it goes? Do I need some sunscreen? Oh, you mean like actually destroy them? Fantastic. Oh, it's a weeble wobble still. Yes! Some pirates be proud. Oh, I can't see. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way. It's over here. Alright, screw that. He's like, ow! Normally a punch shouldn't put you down that easily anyway. Alright, we get your generator.
Great! That generator's down. Now for the second one on the other side of the building. Nice going, Nate.
What do I look like here, generator blower upper guy? I'm not the Orchid Man here to take out your pests. Okay, so where'd that put me? Right next to my car. Alright. Might go further into the base, maybe. Nope, dead end. Okay, we should have cleared the way already, considering took out the mechs on the other side. Another safe point in that direction. Alright. May have been another Hydra on this side. Oh, so we took down some of the doors from the generator. Not surprised. Huh. Yep, there's a Hydra. A warthog, this is not. Hi. Oh, a lot of you guys. This thing is very effective against them. No, you may not jack my ride. I'll jack you, though. One of those exact same ways before. One shot, two birds. This thing does not do reverse very well. It's clearly not manufactured by the French. Alright, enough of that. Let's see if it's susceptible to gas. No explosive capacity whatsoever.
Excellent. Shields down. Get to the tower door.
Oh, okay, well, you can cutscene me there.
Sir, enemy reinforcements coming in from the south. Stay here and hold them off. I'm going in alone.
No, you're not.
You're gonna have your hands full out here. I'll be fine.
Did you just flip me off?
Let's buckle up.
Oh, don't worry. It's on the top floor. Okay, that's a level done. EMP schematic. Don't worry, Enforcer Media Production stuff is top secret. They wouldn't have our schematics so easily.
Looks like those EMPs are in a restricted area of the base. You're gonna have to keep your eyes peeled for any key codes. Pidney out.
Alright, I am not rolling with the pistol. Let's get this going. That's a weak shot. That. Oh, I can't even arc the thing high enough. Man. Ouch. Let's try this again. Nope. I'm gonna go fight your way up here to get in there. Got you both. At least that makes up for the waste. Oh, not one of you. Oh, you want some too? I got something for you. You're invisible, not bulletproof. Ouch. Goody. Now there's more of you out here. Yep, that makes sense. If there's two boxes, it's going to be the standard power-ups. Kind of predictable. Wait a minute. Yeah, we came that way. Ugh. Ew, spiders, even if they're mechanical. Step on them. I should use my own spiders here. Never use them all game. Now what's this? How am I supposed to jump up in there? What? Okay, crouch first. So you can't jump it if you're not crouched. Yeah, that's bonkers. Maybe that was the way out. Maybe that's the way in then. Oh, yeah, you and your invis. I don't care. Here, I have a spider. Don't ruin my spider. See, I'm actually impressed that they took the time to develop the sound of the shell casing bounce off the floor. That's kind of cool. Now, don't tell me you guys designed this after the Death Star. You know it's going to have a weak point in here somewhere. There's another one. You can actually get into that one. Oh, good job there, Puncher-Ruski. Alright. I'll take that. Oh, I'm full. Never mind. I won't take that. Get him. Screaming in pain from an electrical spider. Oh, you got shielding too, huh? Well, not no more. Alright, anything I missed in here? Oh, apparently that was the only way in. Wait a minute. No, it was not. Here's the door. Or not. Wait a minute. Which way are we going here? Okay, so we're supposed to go that way. See another save point icon. We don't need that. That's locked. Alright, don't touch me, bot. I don't want to use you on just a... Yeah, you did it. You had to go and do that. I want to blow you up now. I only needed a marginal recovery. Oh, hello, burst of speed. Where are you going? There. Spider can chase you. Oh, you came back, huh? Quit running around. Frame rate can't handle you. Oh, you think you're funny, huh? Alright, that's about enough of that gun. And I did see health back here somewhere. That. See, that's why I didn't want you doing that, stupid bot. Maybe I didn't see health. Okay, I scratched that. There's... Oh, good. The only way out is forward. Didn't see him there.
Those mass EMPs could be anywhere. Our best bet is to just bring down the whole spire.
Oh, good idea.
Power core and destroy it. That should do the trick. Whoa! Gotta go.
That wasn't timed very well. Oh, by the way, oh, whoa! It's just like, it wasn't like you got interrupted or anything. It's kind of like a little bit on the scripted side, not in a natural way. Alright, now where are we going? Oh, I'm supposed to go right here. I found where I'm supposed to go. Uh-huh. Alright, so now that we... Oh. There was a locked door a second ago. What was that? Alright. Where's that locked door at? Is it because it's got a 1 star on it? Nope. Oh, there. Walked right by the health pack. Now I don't need it. Good grief. Okay, you want me to go that way? But it seemed like we were at it. Oh, is that all we had to do? Okay, I'm not supposed to just shoot them, apparently. Save point. So, yeah, that other one. Oh, that's lovely. I'm not going to tell him I'm here. Switch to frags. Oh, it's entirely stable. Gotcha. Only took me 3 frags. Around the noggin. Alright. Kind of misses my vision a little. Alright, which way are we going? Apparently not this way. Full.
Nathan, you're getting closer. They're gonna try and...
Yes, I see that. Apparently I used the alternate fire when I wasn't trying. Alright, that's almost out. Oh, not good. That's a big gun. A lot of spiders. Nope, didn't get all 4. Oh, there's more. Oh, fantastic. So this looks like testing. It's kind of like punctured through heavy bunker, titanium, platinum, something or other, steel, who knows what. I guess maybe this would allow you to sneak around these guys. Maybe, maybe not. That one ran. Alright, we done with the spider dispensers? Doesn't sound like it. Alright, nothing on that side. That's a server. That doesn't help me any. Wait a minute. Oh. So I guess that's where I'm supposed to go in there, because there's another door. Maybe. There we go. Oh, hi. Oh, no. Here, you can have one of these too. Oops, that one overshot. Ooh, and there's another one. Gotta go. I know what we can do about that. That hurt. Alright, did we make a mess of things in there yet? Still don't have any mines. Oh, Getting surprisingly low on munitions. Ah, is this the mech factory? Or maybe just the repair? And I don't touch the health even if I don't need to. Guess that's the way we're going. Oh, either that thing's got an oil leak, or it's more of a pit. Oh, there we go. Oh, I can't go that way though. What's with you guys and weird entry points? Oh. It's just... Oh, so the save point is up ahead. Let's grab that. Whoa! Okay, so this is a little unusual. So you could have gone in through there or go through there to get to the other one. Yeah, you come out the vent, hit that. Oh, that's weird. They actually gonna make you use the kick in order to knock that off? That's bizarre. And if you can't climb that, that seems a bit weird. Well, it's not a ladder, so don't mess that up. Yeah, he ain't got no ups. He ain't jumping over there. You'd actually have to go through the vent to get that one. Not that curious, really. Maybe on a round 2, 20 years from now. Oh, out of frags. Just because you're wearing a mask doesn't mean you're not going to be sucking gas. That scream is hilarious. Save point. Iron energy cell, I don't need the health. If there is one, which there is likely to be. Alright. Ooh, fancy laboratory. We have found Laboratory 26. I don't know what happened to 24 and 25, but clearly we skipped them.
This is it, Nathan. The power core room. There should be 4 relay nodes hanging from the ceiling. Look around for a switch to open their shields.
Oh. Switch? Hello? Is there a switch anywhere nearby?
That's it, Nate. The relay nodes are exposed. Watch out for any remaining forces.
Like these red guys on the radar? Or everybody? Or we just shoot them? I'm gonna die. That's like everybody. That's a grenade. And they're throwing grenades in here. That's real nice, guys. Where are the other two at? There's one. There we go. Why bother? Do I want to save game before I die? Sure. Is there like no actual boss fight? Or are we just like bailing out of the tower? This is my oh crap face.
Destroy your biomods. You hear me, Nathan? It might kill you.
So we're gonna run out without any abilities. Okay. No ballistic shielding. I can. No, can't save. Make sure I'm going the right way here.
Evacuate.
Oh, I left. Oh, I took that 1 health that was in here.
90 seconds before breach.
Where are we going? Might as well keep this on the screen. There's a health. Good. Can you run me in a circle? That'd be terrible if you can't make that jump. Where'd it go? Just kidding.
60 seconds before breach.
Hey, you're almost out. Keep up the pace. Hurry.
He died. Are you kidding me? That doesn't kill me?
30 seconds to
Oh. Apparently that one doesn't let you, just walk across it.
Nathan, it's gonna create a massive EMP blast which will destroy your biome.
No. There we go.
Hey, get out of the building. The whole place is gonna blow. Hurry.
communications array offline. For breach imminent. All personnel evacuate.
Okay, so those are doing damage. I'm trying to see here.
Communications array offline. For breach imminent.
Grab the health here. Oh, not going right. Yep.
60 seconds before breach.
Can't see where the end of the ledge is, and considering I have no jump capacity, I better make sure I get the best optimal jump range. Yeah, see, this one did not force you to jump. Well,
Hey, you're almost out. Keep up the pace. Hurry.
I don't know if I have to walk around that or not, but I'm gonna try it. Okay,
30 seconds before breach.
let's get this right this time. There we go. I'll just follow him until he
15
dies.
seconds before breach.
If you guys want to stop and do a shootout, we can. Not for a turkey shoot myself. Get out of there. Everybody from like within at least a 10-foot radius. Maybe more. Ooh, I got grounded. No more internet for everybody. They're gonna fall for a second.
Blast took out all electronics within a 5-mile radius. None of the choppers or APCs are working.
Who needs
Duh.
him anyway?
Hey. Nice work, man.
Thanks.
You know, we're 50 miles from the nearest coalition base.
So, we walk.
It's cool to have the bro arm from it's Predator. Get my movie right. with Arnold and Carl Weathers' characters. Duke, or it was a Duke or Dutch? The Dutch? I can't remember. It's been a while. That one's not quite as high on my frequent watching list, but obviously plenty of memes have been made with that. A place to remember virtually fallen soldiers in a game that's virtual and does not really reflect wartime casualty very well at all. Like, okay, so are we actually putting names of fictional characters, or are they going to use this as credits for the developers? I mean, it might be kind of clever, but then it'd kind of be like a little off color to say, hey, these are the people that died while making this game. Like, can I fast forward? Or I gotta sit through this. We'll sit through it anyway. We're done pretty early. So here's something that's a little unusual about this. So we had kind of like the boss fight. Well, that was what? Well, I guess just like two levels there before. Well, like 3 levels technically. So we had the stuff on the ground. Then we had the base of the tower. Then we had the tower itself, and there was no boss fight. So I mean, really, kind of reminiscent of Halo 1, where the game Halo didn't have bosses initially, but you had, cataclysmic sequences. This was kind of a little bit more like the Halo or the Warthog run in the end of Halo, that you're like, hey, you got to run out and you're got fear of the whole place crashing around you. So I don't know. That is, so they gave all those names ranks and stuff. So again, I'm kind of suspecting that could be like the developer list. Pay no attention to the obelisk in the center of the screen. Yeah, that. Well, nope. Wait, there's credits for the actors and stuff. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to recognize any of these guys other than Uncle Peng. Soldiers 1, 2, 350. What even happened to Mr. Arm Good Dude? Oh, Stillwell. Atkin Downs. I always forget. I always want to say he's like Master Chief, but he's the common. He's very common in a lot of video game voice acting. I just can't remember the roles he's done though. Yeah, see, this guy, I thought this guy was going in with us. We didn't see him after our initial take on the boss. He told us about the sewers, but I don't remember if there was anything, he had any involvement after that. Yeah, see, this is what I would think would be normal. Credits. Because it's just kind of weird. Like, why are you coming up with all these long length of names of virtual soldiers, which you have no attachment to? It's not like you're sitting there being introduced to a bunch of them. Be like, you might compel the player to say, oh, I remember when I talked to that character in this town, 30 missions ago. It's a little bit weird. I mean, if there's some Easter egg there, it would make a whole lot more sense. There was actually in there somebody named Nathan Frost. So I wonder if they used a name from one of the developers as the main character. Billy Mitchell. Not to be confused with a boisterous, loudmouth Bill Mitchell who doesn't even know which side of the political spectrum he's supposed to be on. Warren Spector. So I'm trying to remember what his role was. He was always like tagged for story development. I think he may have been behind the first couple of Deus Ex games. Now, I think he was also attached to a Disney project. I want to say it was either... Wait, no. If it wasn't Kingdom Hearts, because, I mean, that's mostly been a Final Fantasy... Well, I mean, it is kind of Final Fantasy, a Square Enix thing. I think Epic Mickey may have been the one that it was supposed to be some big deal because he was working on something with it. So I might be confusing the titles, but I completely forgot about Warren Spector being some writer or some individual of rapport when it came to some of the back end development stuff. Not development, but more like writing. Scott Sutherland. Why am I thinking his name sounds familiar? Most of these names I don't recognize. I don't even know or recall where Crystal Dynamics is based out of. I mean, given the overlap with Warren Spector working on something else plus Crystal Dynamics, maybe that would make sense why there's some other working relationship with Square Enix eventually buying, Crystal Dynamics. Had to be some overlap there somewhere. Aaron Foodog. They got to include all their gamer tags if they had one. Bro, Chaos Nub. See, you probably see a whole lot less of this QA, quality control QA stuff these days. It's like, hey, congratulations, you, the player base, who have pre-ordered the game so you can get early access, are our actual beta testers, because we can't afford one. So maybe by the time those 2 weeks are finished, we'll have implemented 2 to 3 bug fixes out of the 457,000 that we have documented. And of course, I'm being ultra, ultra sarcastic. There you have it. One complete playthrough of Project Snowblind. So yeah, I would really love to go back and try to get some multiplayer on this. But it will involve some guest arm twisting, I believe. So what's kind of interesting is I did not see the map that I had in mind of the streets in there. So server needs select map. So sewers sounds kind of dull. 2 Martinez. So we can't. So unlike a modern game, we could actually kind of see what the map looks like, but we can't do that, so I'm not going to bother with that. But it's just out of curiosity, because there's a really cool open street map, which is a little bit more better for sniping and vehicles and stuff, because some of them are more close quarters. But, of course, I digress. Has not much to do with our campaign playthrough. But anyway, if you've suffered and stuck it out like me, much appreciated. This is not necessarily one of the late, top of the nostalgia games, but as I've mentioned multiple times, there's some little subtlety things that I do miss, and there were some good things they did in here, but either clearly on account of budget, maybe they got too ambitious, because they could have added multiplayer to this game, maybe to make it competitive in the gaming market, because everything was becoming shooter multiplayer centric in this era. Maybe that impacted the single player. Maybe they knew the single player wasn't strong. Who knows? I mean, they did leverage, the single player for multiplayer content in terms of the maps and most of the abilities. But it's hard to say where the break point is on this. It's just missing a little polish. If some of the HUD things, like those giant flashing circles which tell you where to go, not the yellow ones, but when you have the ones on the interface, just kind of reek of like kind of clunkiness. It's not like, interfaces in a sci-fi realm need to be subtle and soft. They got the sound effects portion right, but sometimes the visuals were a little off. And just have a generic faceless enemy. Nathan Frost's acting, again, it's not necessarily the actor's fault if the scripting was bad, or if maybe the director didn't know when to get a better take. There's a lot of different features there, so it's not to say, hey, who did it wrong, but it's not like he had a compelling character. Master Chief was more compelling because he didn't say much, and he just gave off the presence of, hey, I'm going to survive this no matter what. Nathan Frost exists somewhere between Super Soldier and Doorknob. It's kind of like, yeah, you got all this ability, yeah, you died, but it's like, as an audience, as a player, why do I really care? I'm not emotionally invested, and you're not doing ultra cool things to make me think you're awesome. Nor are you a sympathetic character who's down and out, down on his luck. Be like, oh man, this guy's just really having a rough time. I hope he makes it through. There's something missing in the writing to make him a compelling character. Pitney's not that compelling. Chong was maybe the slightly more interesting one, but he's kind of ham-handed. And James Hong's character kind of just like, okay, he's there for part of the story, but his backstory wasn't all that interesting. And the villain, like, you finally meet the villain, that's when you learn who the villain is, and then it's like you take him out and that's the end of that. But hey, you got to go fight his automated EMP system. So man, I just don't know what to make of this overall. There's, like I said, there's some good, there's some not good, and it's just hard to know. And this is, 19-year-old game. I mean, so that meant it was in development, 1 to 5, maybe. I don't know how many. I'm just guesstimating, given the length of time for a game cycle. But you at least had probably at least a couple years in development. So it's been fun though. I mean, it's not been as fun as some of our other titles. As far as our recent stuff, I've definitely been enjoying Invisible Ink and Warriors Orochi more than this. So I am glad that we're done with this and what's going to happen next for Tuesday nights. I thankfully I've kind of been passing my addiction on Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. And it's probably been for a good thing, because now that means I can kind of reset on the game, get a fresh start, and actually do some commentary, because it's a new game, but it's not a new game. I mean, it's new to me. It's new in terms of a console release, but apparently as a mobile game, it existed for, I mean, if they pulled the plug on it in 23, I think it's had a few years under its belt while it was active. So I'll not necessarily get ahead of myself here. I'll do what more talking about I know about it when we fire it up next week, but that'll be the plan. So we'll get back to a tactical / action / tower defense Tuesday, now that we can put Project Snowblind to bed for the time being. But otherwise, we're going to have a regular schedule the rest of the week. The only question mark being, may not do Turtles on Friday, because we do have Last Land Standing coming up on Saturday at 5 p.m. This will be our last game in this rotation for Splinter Cell Chaos Theory on multiplayer. But we'll be doing more Warriors on Wednesday, Mech Warrior on Thursday, and then possibly, who knows, on Friday, and then Last Land Standing on Saturday. So thanks again. Don't forget to hit those likes, shares, follow, subscribes, and all that fun stuff to keep tabs on when we're up and running. And I haven't mentioned in a while, but as always, check out our Patreon page. We got the Firewall Protocol content. We got almost done with 5 chapters. I gotta get going on recording soon. Kind of had a break to try to get some publishing done. But otherwise, that's the only thing we really promote here in terms of trying to drive and build some audience content so we can get focused on this a little bit more on the full-time side. But that's it for now. Thanks for joining. Have a fantastic one, and we'll see you soon.